So, before you do really cool combos, I'm just going to go briefly over what neutral is. And neutral is one of the most important things in the game. Neutral is essentially when no characters have the advantage over the other. It's when both people are trying to find that hit. And the way you find that hit, each character has different, kind of like a different kit, different tool set. They have different moves. So, Bardock, here's his special move. He has this lariat. He has another lariat that goes in the air. He has this move right here. People can super dash this right here, so you want to be too careful about throwing that out. You can kind of bait it out, so when they do super dash, you can just hit them with that right there, like that. All 2Hs are essentially they are anti-airs, so if an opponent super dashes at you, 2H that. You can stop them from getting in on you so easily. Simple move like that. You have different options in different areas, so if they super dash at you in the air, Bardock, you can level 3 and stop that down, because in the air, your options are a little bit more limited. You can still do that. Essentially, you know, when you're grounded, you're going to want to use a 2H, and if you're in the air, you're probably going to want to use your level 3 if you have it. If you only have one bar like I do right now, you're not going to be able to do that. But those are some options you have in neutral. You can super dash, of course, yourself in neutral. When you think that you can catch your opponent off guard or you want to get in, you can even do things like call in an assist after your. Let's say they block your super dash. They don't 2H you. They're typically after 2H. You see right there, -1. You are essentially in a position where you're not really going to want to press buttons. You can, you know, you can do things, cheap things like, you know. See that crossed up, and then you can catch them off guard. But you know they can 2H this entire thing. Like, even if they block that and you do this, they can 2H you right after. So you will get flying in the air, and you're probably gonna lose a decent chunk of health when you do that. But you know if you're catching your opponent off guard, it's not a bad thing to do. But if they block it, you can call an assist, and now it's your turn to pressure. Last but not least, I'm just gonna touch on a few combos that you can do with your characters. I'll just use the assist for now. Just stick with that. Typically, you have your bread and butter. This is something that'll be consistent amongst all the characters. Everyone can kind of do these bread and butters right here. Essentially, the entire cast. So this is kind of like your bread and butter right here. You don't always start with 2M. Sometimes you have to try to. Sometimes you have to do other things, different things to do. Most of the time, you're going to want to end your combo in something that gives you a smash. And the smash right there at the end is the hard knockdown, as you see that he slid. Because it gives you corner carry for one, and then it gives you time. Everyone kind of has a certain time that it takes for them to get up. So you kind of play around with their time and then their recovery options as well. So those are just certain things you want to pay attention to. But these are this is going to be your bread and butter for Goku. Bardock, he has a little different, or it's the same thing essentially, but he has a 2 hitting in. So Bardock, you let the M rock a little longer. Oh shit, fucked up. But it's because this hits twice and Goku's only hits once. You just want to time it. Let that hit twice, get more damage. I don't play Bardock as much, but I should try my time. can do things like that right there. He has some pretty cool Vegeta. He has something similar. It's not similar, but he has a cool corner-specific combo that he can do. But he makes some pretty damaging stuff. This is a little corner combo that Goku got. He has some cool things too. But you're gonna have to practice opening up your opponent, trying to find ways to open your opponent. I highly just recommend watching like some pros play. You get some pretty good ideas when you watch pros play. Things you can do. I can like give you some pressure ideas right now, right? So like for this team in particular, this is a high-low mix-up right here. Oh shit. Do things like that. No thing. You can dash right if I can. Even mixing a throw there. You know, just like those little things you can do with this character. Goku. You know, he has options. Everyone kind of has options in this game. So there's like little things you can do. Typically when your assists go away, that's almost like when you're pressuring. You want to be a lot more careful when your assists are gone. If you don't open your opponent up with your assist there, you might want to, and you're in the inner corner, you might just want to back up. That might be a better idea. Just back up, you know, play neutral again, try to get that hit, because you will end up overextending, and then you'll end up getting hit, and now you are the one who has to block in on defense. It's better to just play neutral than to play defense. It's the one thing you want to do. But even when you don't have assists, like if your last character is alive, you don't want to. It doesn't mean just give up. It doesn't mean you're dead. You still have like stagger options. Instead of just mashing buttons like this, you just want to, you know, just like stagger around your buttons a little bit. Maybe you can even catch them mashing, and then they'll end up getting hit when you do things like this. And in this game, you also have tick throws, right? So here's a normal throw. You just do that. If they're blocking or whatever, if they don't tech it, they'll get hit. Or if they don't jump. And then you have tick throws. So you cancel. What you do is you're canceling your active frames of your move into a throw. So you see that right there. Instead of just normal throwing, right? Because you can react to this. You can also do this in here, by the way. But yeah, you can react to this. You can just, instead of, especially when they have an assist out, or when you have your assist ready, they might be looking for an assist. They're not going to be paying attention. You just do that. Just catch them with the throw instead. Now I want to cover movement in this game. So in this game, you're allowed to jump twice, right? And you're allowed to jump twice when not comboing, and you're allowed to jump twice when comboing. So you can do things like this. So here's your initial jump, right? Your initial jump, and you can jump one more time. So your initial jump, you do this. That's your first part. You do your heavy, and then that's when you do another jump afterward to continue your combo. And typically you want to go up forward for those, right? Because if you go straight up, they fall out. You go up forward, the character moves forward with them. And that includes even when you're already in the air, you want to go up forward. So things like that is pretty, you just always want to remember, typically you're going up forward. Almost all the time you're going up forward. So this is like typically your movement. You know, you have your double jump, you have your dash. You can dash forward, you can dash back. For an instant air dash, what you want to do is up forward and then forward again. And do that. Makes for some pretty good movement. It makes for some cross-ups, things like that. You really want to practice this, because this is what gives you your safe jumps. Being able to instant air dash gives you your safe jumps. It gives you a lot of options. You can do quite a few things. with this. So instant air dash is your best friend. It's one of the most important movement tools in this game. So you have 2 jumps, right? And then you have a super jump. And what your super jump is when you press down first, and then you go up. This is a normal jump, right? This is a super jump. Even higher. I was right with that. Super jump is higher. That's 1. And that's kind of how your normal jump goes. Super jump, normal jump, super jump, normal jump. And what the super jump allows you to do is you can navigate around the map. So when you normal jump, right, you are either going up or down. If you just go hold up, you're either going up or down. You cannot go left, you cannot go right. But when you super jump, you can float. As you can see, I'm controlling where my character moves a little bit. This tool is insanely good in neutral because you can like super dash for combos, right? You can control where your character goes. You can make them think that you're going. You can make them think that you're going around them, but in reality, you can even stay right in front of them, and then you'll get hit because they start preemptively blocking right in front of them.